been a couple of days. Welcome back. I haven't played like anything at all, but I quickly just decided on basically how I want to have these chests. So I think stacking them all three high like this and then having one inset into here. Now I have put some peridotite stone in there because I had way too much of it. But like I've barely touched any of it. I placed some honey in there. Yeah, I also discovered something. These have collision, which makes total sense, right? But I'm just so used to them not having collisions, or signs not having collision. So it kind of took me by surprise. Anyways, I got a fantastic suggestion on last episode, I think, like on the storage episode. Sorry, my mind blanked for a second. So basically have like the main bulk storage, and I guess I would do the same exact design on this end. I am kind of like seeing this now. Like I am limited to one crate per thing if I want it to be neatly organized. So let's say this is all like stone or some kind of stone building material. This entire, I guess, column would be the right word for it. Like I've pretty much filled this entire crate up, so the way I have it designed now, I would have to move it over and then it would like interrupt this column. So I'm not entirely sure, but I will have, I think in the floor, I want some kind of temporary drop-off point that I can just dump items into if I need it, if I'm in like a time crunch or something. So thank you. That was a great suggestion. And I think I don't really want to place a chest there. Yeah, so you sink down. So one thing I could do, I don't think I have them in there actually. I'm gonna have to walk down into the cellar. Yeah, see, I think these are like perfectly one block. So I'm thinking I place vessels along this line. Yeah, because then if I like need to walk up to access this chest easier, you can access it from here. It's just such a big hitbox difference going up there. So I think I want to make vessels, and I don't really have extra, so I'm gonna have to like do some clay shaping and then firing as well, which was a really long time ago, so I'm actually kind of excited for it. And let's grab this blue clay. I had so much of it. I also have a lot of the black shingle stuff, so I'm completely fine with using this. Okay, let's see if I even remember how to do this. Yeah, okay, it's not that difficult. You know, I've been away for a couple of days, and I think the last video as well, before my previous one, was delayed a bit as well. I think I've come to the realization that maybe it isn't the best thing to like restrict myself to a tight schedule. I mean, it's not the tightest, and it's not like the most effort I put into these videos. But I'm not really I wouldn't really classify myself as like a content creator, or I guess like fit into that category. Like obviously I make content, but I feel like I wouldn't really fit the stereotypical content creator. I don't know, I haven't really felt free to do stuff. Like it kind of feels with the schedule that I have, like placed myself into. Definitely feels like I'm kind of restricted into this hard, like you have to do this now, and then I kind of have to stress to move things around to make it work. And like I could definitely do it. I just feel like, is that something I want to do? And I've thought about this like for actually like quite some time. But yeah, I think I'm gonna scale back a bit and kind of play when I'm in a mood for it. Because I think I'll be more excited to play, and I feel like I won't lock myself out of something or lock myself into something. And I don't know, basically feel like I'm failing something when not complying with my own rules. Like these are obviously rules that I've set for myself. And I think they've been good rules. But I don't know. Things change. But I don't think I'm gonna quit. Like full transparency, I have like thought about it, like given it some small thought. But there's definitely too much that I still wanna do. And I don't know, I'm enjoying myself, so why would I quit something that I enjoy doing and making? And I think like I don't know. I think I like started this channel as a bit of like a diary-ish. And so it wasn't really made for content per se. But I guess it has always been content in that way, so I don't really know what I'm saying right now, but yeah, I don't know. Like usually, I guess with a diary, I've never really had one. This video thing is like my first, how would you call it, like logging something. It is essentially my first, or journaling, I guess, journal type of thing I've made. And if I were to guess, not all times in life would like require you to like log your life or whatever. Like what I'm trying to say is, obviously not all parts of life will have something like grand or major happening. And that can be either like a good thing or a bad thing. So I think sometimes life just, equals out. I think you cannot be happy like your entire life. Like surely you have to default into like a normal state. think I've actually had this conversation with a friend, like, if we were to define happy as something like being like in a better mood than usual, like if you think of it as a graph, like I guess I can draw it in post, but if your normal life is like flat and then happy is like a increase in your mood or whatever, then surely if you're happy long enough, that new line would become your normal. So I think just it kind of has to equal out. But what I'm saying is you don't have to. Just because you're not happy doesn't mean anything really. Like you can be content, but I don't know. Yeah, you can be content with but still not like be happy, I guess. Like I guess it's the feeling of happiness, but being content is like a more, yeah, this is something that I kind of am, like in the state I am in. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but I'm gonna run with it. Okay, I have 4 of them. Let's fire them up. Let's see if I have grass even. I do, and I need sticks, which I have in my inventory, and I'm also gonna take peat. Yeah, peat. Okay. I do still have these holes, so I'm gonna utilize them. Alright. Is this like lit? Hello. Oh wait, you might need more. Yeah. Okay, I remember now. Since it's the vessel, you need to. Okay, I see it now. Okay, awesome. So, I think we might have to stall quite a bit with steel making, and that is because why is that? Because I need to make more chests. Right, there it is. Okay, so I'll need to make more chests. So let's see. I wonder if I have. Is there something that's more worth? I don't think it's worth it doing with the iron. Like I have still a lot of it, but you run through it quite quickly. Like 120 pieces is 6 ingots. So this is like 6 ingots, 6 ingots, 6 ingots, etc. So it is a lot, but it's also, I think it's a bit deceiving how much it actually is. So let's start a couple of, I guess, just this 80 units. Let's take away 4. No, that was wrong. Actually, wait. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to take away, how much is that? Isn't one, is it 5 units? Yeah, okay, one of those are 5 units, so 36, so 56 pieces. I have to remove 56 pieces. Yeah, okay, there we go. So how much is that? Isn't 100 units of metal, so this is 10. Okay, I can't even make that many. I totally forgot. It's been a long time since I did this. So how much is 100? It should be 20 pieces. So 20 times 6 is 100 and... no. Let's just calm down. Okay, I can do 600 units. Okay, so now I need to remove 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. But that's all messed up. Okay. Okay, it took some time, but we got there. Awesome. So I'm gonna turn these copper ingots into... whoa. Just whipped my mouse around. I'm gonna turn those into ingots and then smith them into nails. So how many is that? It's 2 per, so we can make 6. So 12 pieces, 12 recipes of nails. Wait, what am I saying? Do you get nails? How many nails do you get per recipe? 4. Okay, so it's 4 per 6, so it's 24, and I think... okay, so therefore those I just started cooking up will turn into 24 chests. There we go. But it's obviously gonna take some time. Yeah, okay. I think I'm not entirely sure if I have charcoal in my mound. So I'm gonna check just in case I do. I do. Okay, awesome. This shovel is probably gonna break. Yeah. Okay, phenomenal. I don't think I have another shovel, so I hope I have an iron ingot just lying around. Yeah. I can't remember if I'm allowed to take from that pile or not, but I'm gonna do it. I had 12 extra in the other one. You know, I've probably said this in the past, but I really enjoy the moments where I can just calm down and slow down. It feels like I've been living life on like rush mode lately. So just taking that second outside and listening to the water, it's actually super nice. Sounds are so good. I've also said that in the past, but really. This game is phenomenal. Like actually, like just the fact that the leaves change color with the seasons. It's the small things, right? I needed a shovel, so there it is. Yeah, I can't remember if I said this, but okay, I've talked a lot about Studio Ghibli previously. But one thing that really stuck with me hearing was Hayao Miyazaki. I think like I'm not sure if he created the company, but yeah, he's like one of the big people there. He said that life is in the details, and I think that's something that really has inspired me when doing like creative things, like building, and mostly Minecraft. I don't think my building in this game is like all that good. I like building and I guess only building, but I've thought about... Ouch. Yeah, get outsmarted. I've also thought about it when like writing stuff. Or like wanting to write. No, I said that like way back. That's so long ago at this point. That I wanted to do like writing. And I guess I do, but I feel like I can't really pick it up. Anyways, what was I doing? Charcoal. Yeah, but life is in the details, and I think like doing it in Minecraft at least, and I guess eventually we'll get to it in here. Just like adding small details that would make the place seem lived in. Just like a lot. So one obvious example that you can take from the movies. It's like Howl's Moving Castle, one of their biggest pieces. Like you can see the main characters doing everyday work, and like the world just feels lived in. Like when walking through a street, you see people and them doing their everyday stuff, and just things like that. Like the details that make it seem that people are actually living in there. Is I guess what he means when, or at least that's how I interpret it when I hear that. That life is in the details. But I also think it applies more widely, and he might also like mean this, as in the small things in life as well. And I guess it's not always easy to appreciate, but I don't know. When you've been living in fast mode for a while, it's super nice to slow down and just take a second. And also, I finally finished the book that I was reading. I started reading it like, I think 2 or 3 months ago at this point. I read it super far. I had like 1 chapter left. And then I just didn't pick it up for a month. But the book was For Whom the Bell Tolls by Ernest Hemingway. Yeah, it was a good book. Good book. If I'm being honest though, I think it was a little bit too long. Like I'm super like nitpicky when it comes to, I don't know, telling a story efficiently. So I don't know. I think the story could have just concluded earlier. But it was a really good book, and the characters were all like fantastic. I think it was very eye-opening for me. So from today's like media, there's this very apparent side character kind of personality in stories where you can like feel it in their personality, in the way they're written, that they are side characters. And it's not really, I don't know if it's the way that the people are explored in the book, but I don't know, they all just seemed like actual people, and that was really surprising to me. Like, things can, or like what I'm used to is like the main character is like, yeah, he's a person, or they're a person that you can relate to and feels kind of real. But then the rest of them just kind of are side characters or like background characters, and I don't really feel like people. They feel like characters. Yeah, I think that's my best way of phrasing it. But yeah, no, all the characters in the book definitely felt like people to me. And yeah, that was kind of eye-opening for me. Alright, I'm done with the nails, and I also made another hammerhead because, well, that's a loud sound. I made another hammerhead as well because I was running low on durability on the old one. So let's see, do I have logs even? Barely. I don't think I can make a whole lot more planks and therefore chests. Hey, perfect amount. That's crazy. Alright, nice. So let's head down there and kind of temporarily finish it for now, the storage room. Yeah, I'll convert these into trunks, that's right. Whoa, that's an interesting find. I didn't know you could place them sideways. Interesting, interesting. That's cool, I guess. Kind of annoying for my purpose though. Can I even do it properly now? I don't think so. Maybe if I do it this way. Do I have blocks on me? I do. No, I don't think this will work. Hey, look at that. Kind of stuck now. No, okay, I could do it because I phased through one of those blocks. But I have to do some silly. Man, I can't be bothered to deal with this. I will fix it later. I think I'm done for now though. So you can kind of see the vision going with the vessels down here, and I don't know if I'll refine the crate solution. And then I'll obviously label all these because I think I will probably be able to remember where everything is, but just for ease, I'll label all of these chests. Anyways, I actually really enjoyed this, or making this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. But that's all for me today, so I'll see you next time. Bye bye.